being recorded. All right. So let's stand it up and just we're going to think about spine and hip health today. Let me move this back a little bit. You know, a more prepared version of me would spike this, but then my 2-year-old would just mess it up. All right. So here we go. Let's get your feet right underneath your sits bones and get your 10 toes facing forward, and take your knees, make them soft a little bit through the knees there. And then I want you to push down through one foot and lift the other. So just a nice light little rocking of your weight through one foot then the other. As you do this, kind of visualize first your feet. How are you holding weight in your feet? Always remembering to gather the weight in los pies, in your feet, before you lift. Good. So now just pause with your weight on one side. I'm going to be on my right side. I'm going to lift the heel of my left foot, turn it over and stretch for a moment, top of my ankle. Good. So again, just waking up beginnings of balance here. Exhale, set the foot down. Let the weight travel opposite side. Pick up the heel. Turn the top of the foot over, stretch through the ankle, through the top of your metatarsals. Good. Exhale, set that down. And now from here, move a little bit of weight forward and back in the feet. Good. Just seeing if you can put your cerebro, the brain, right there in your piecitos. Good. And then let's pause. Take your hands to your hips for a moment. Raise one heel and then shift so the hip bones stay, the índices, your fingers here on your hip bones, they want to stay steady. And then you're just going to shift the weight a la derecha, a la izquierda. Good. And you can put your thumbs even on your rib cage to feel that the torso is being knitted together by your abdominal muscles. Hips are being held steady by the glutes. You're letting one heel come down. And then the opposite. Good. Let's set two heels down. Move a little weight in the balls of the feet into the heels. And then exhale, open your chest. Let the elbows come graze the thighs. And then we're going to stretch that all the way up once again. Elbows come down, thighs move back, arms open. So muslos atrás, codos abajo. Brazos abiertos. Good. Try that. Dos, tres más. Good. And then let's just reverse. So let the arms float up. And then the elbows floating back. Up, 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 up. So again, just getting a little bit of blood flow. La sangre moviendo por el cuerpo. Good. On this next round, let's go ahead and hold our hands down on the thighs here. Lift your head, and then take your head and your tailbone towards one another, feeling a little estiramiento, a little stretch through the upper back, through the low back. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, rounding under, inhaling up. Good. So stretching your garganta, the front of the throat. And then exhale, making a little space in your vertebra. All right. Do this one more time. Una vez más. And then extend the head above your shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades together. And then from here, let's take your arms, sweep them back. Palms face your body. And then sweep the arms in a little circle. This is palms facing in. Good. Change the direction. Feeling that movement right there in the shoulder. Pause, turn the palms to face up. And now circle, circle, circle. And then circle back the other way. Good. And then from here, move the arms wide, almost like you were in a wide arm push-up position. And then bend and straighten the knees. And we'll do this about 10 times. Again, just a little bit of blood flow on a Thursday morning, este jueves. Good. 2 and 1. And then from here, start with the palms facing down. We'll circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now circle palm other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now palms in, palmas dentro, and then you'll circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep. Take your arms up. And we're going to exhale, sweep one arm to the side, back through the center, other arm to the side, back through the center. So just lengthen the side of the neck, also stretching, almost like a little rag doll. Good. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale and exhale, reach. Good. So now we're going to take two arms up, and then we're going to bring opposite elbow to thigh. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, opposite elbow to thigh. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting. Good. Inhale, we're going to pause with your right elbow on the left thigh. And then from here, bend and straighten the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull the right heel up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the left heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweep two arms up. Exhale, cross the midline. Codo a tu muslo. Left heel down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos talones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold and bend and straighten the thigh bones or the knee joints down and up. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, sweep two arms up. Exhale, two arms out. Chin over one shoulder, chin over the other shoulder. Inhale, take the two arms up. And exhale, two arms down. Lift the heels. Chin over one shoulder, chin over the other shoulder. Inhale, arms up, heels down. And exhale, bend the knees. And now lift the heels as the arms come down. Chin over one shoulder, chin over the other shoulder. And then from there, you're going to lightly bend and straighten the knees. 10 and 9 and 8. This is with the heels lifted if you can. 7, 6, 5, 4. Head right over your tail. 3, 2, 1. Now talones adentro, your heels in, and then manos a tu espalda baja, hands to the low back. Let's exhale, bend the knees and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. The arms can sweep out and back. Arms out and back. So this is with your pulgares abajo, with the thumbs down. Good. So you just got an internal rotation of the shoulder joint. Let's hold with the knees bent and then maintain that thumb rolling in. Circle the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms up. Inhale, arms and arms overhead, knees straighten. And then we'll open arms and then we open. So let the palms pull together like the inner thighs pull together. Palmas y muslos juntos y separando también. Good, let's try 2 more. And then from here, pause, press the palms in. Take your right fingertip, slide it down to the left palm, and then lift the right heel and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switching sides, left heel up, pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale. Now we'll take 2 palms up, 2 heels up, 2 palms together. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Heels lower, toes turn, in, heels turn out, and we're going to try an internal forward fold. So the hip bones, you got the femur bones rotated in the hip socket. And we're going to shake your head, moviendo, sacudiendo la cabeza. Good. And then down and up, arriba y abajo. Good. So freeing your neck here. Good. Feel that internal rotation. And then we're going to exhale, bring ourselves up, and then turn the toes out. So you've got like a little bit of a wider stance. Good. Bend the knees, arms up. Exhale, open. Bend the knees, arms. Good. Bend the knees. Feel the knees right over your heels. Bend and open. Bend and open. Bend and open. Good. Pause. Press the fingertips of your right hand into the left palm, and then guide the left palm over your right hand. So again, you're getting a little wrist stretch here. Raise the right heel. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Exhale. Switch hands. Let the right hand come over the left. Left heel lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 heels all the way up. Palms together. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Turn the toes in. Sweep the arms out. Good. Opposite hand is going to reach towards your pinky toe, right back up. Exhale to change. Inhaling up. Exhale, crossing. So remember, when we twist, your hips stay facing forward. We guide the body, guide that twist through your rib cage. Por las costillas. Good. So now let's pause. I'm going to my left side. Take your 2 arms here. Inhale, sweep, stretch, reach all the way up. Exhale, float it around to the opposite metatarsal. And then we're going to come up on that side and exhale. So it's like you're with your torso and your arms, you're drawing rainbows. Estamos dibujando arcoíris con los brazos y el torso. Good. And then from here, let's open right back up. Heels turn in, toes out. So now again, you're just a little bit wider. And the arms are going to float with the legs. So again, just feel the kneecaps, las rodillas, abriendo. Good, knees are opening. Good, pressing your heels into the floor. Cada vez. So each time you lift, you should feel your heels push down deep. Good. That's what helps engage glutes and hamstrings. Good. Let's reverse this. Out and around. Good. Out and around. Feeling again blood flow through the shoulders, through the knees. Good. And then from here, let's pause on bottom. Open the arms. Sweep one arm overhead, one arm underneath you. Inhale, center. Exhale, one arm overhead, one arm underneath. Good. So this is a reach through your rib cage, so por las costillas. And that should help us. This should help engage the obliques and stretch your spine laterally. Good. So now 2 arms together overhead. Create a little reach all the way around and up. Un poco estiramiento alcanzando por los brazos. Arriba y ahora abajo. Good. A la izquierda. Good. A la derecha. Muy bien. So now once again, turn toes in, talones afuera. So your heels out, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. And we're going to shake your head no. And then nod the head yes. Good. Inhale, look all the way up. Open into a flat back and then bend and straighten the knees in this flat back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 con las rodillas extendiendo y también doblando. Do and one. Muy bien. Let's take a pause. Heels are now adentro. Heels are in. Toes are up. Rock your weight. Lado y lado. Lado y lado. So again, engagement through the inner thigh. Steadiness through your abdominales. La espalda baja. La pelvis. And we're just creating that movement through the legs. Good. And then from here, deep into the center, we'll bend. Bring our fingertips down and exhale, let the head come down. Inhale, lower the pelvis, lift the head. Any amount, your inner thighs and groin area are saying sure. And then exhale, right back up. A few more. Inhale, lowering down. And exhale, reaching up. Inhale, lowering down. And exhale, reaching up. Good. Inhale, lowering down. Hold here. Lift the two heels. Good. And then lift the two thighs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Set the heels down. Turn the toes in again. And from here, just mount your head. So I'm going to tuck my head, my cabeza, underneath me, debajo de mi torso. I'm going to try to take the top of my head up towards my tailbone. So this is a deep stretch of the back of the neck. Then I have my hands on the inner ankles, mis tobillos, and I'm pulling with my arms. Good. So then from here, let's inhale, push through the feet. Bring yourselves all the way back up. And now I'm going to turn my weight, my whole body towards my right leg. As I do this, stretch the left back heel down. So we'll do a few drills here for the legs on this side, for the hips and the legs. So let's start with right arm reaching up and the left arm pulling back. And then exhale and change. I just want you to find balance between your hips and your legs as the arms change positions. Good. Good. So now we're going to pause with the left arm, el brazo izquierdo en el aire, and then pull the elbow towards the thigh and right back up. Elbow pulls towards your thigh, codo a tu muslo. Good. Across and back, across and back. Last time, across and back. Good. So now pause in the center. Bring your head right over your tailbone, so not pitched forward. And then from there, bend the back knee. And we're going to come down and up to the floor. So rules here of this little lunge, you want to keep your back knee so it just goes straight under your front hip. And then the front knee only bends as far as your front heel. So la rodilla alineada con la cadera, la rodilla atrás y la rodilla adelante sobre el talón. Good. So now hold them here for just a moment. Good. And then we're going to exhale, set the back heel down. Take your two arms up. And then let's stretch out over your right leg, Parsvottanasana. We're going to do one thing before we change. So here, give yourself just a couple breaths. Good. And again, your head can melt underneath you. And now I'm going to take both arms to the outside of my front foot and just let my torso stretch across. And then from here, if you can, walk the front foot a little bit more to the center of your mat. Good. And then we're going to just bring your arms back around, facing forward. Inhale. So you're in a little Padottanasana here. Exhale, push through the feet, lifting up. Good. And then we're going to change sides, change directions. So now 2 hips facing the opposite way. Back heel is going to plant for a moment. Bend this front knee, and then the left arm alongside the ear. We're going to take this little bend and straighten just a few times. Really focus on your back heel. Good. Feeling a stretch through your psoas. One arm and then the other arm. Un brazo y otro. Good. Excellent. So now we're going to pause with your right arm in the air and then let your right elbow cross your midline, come up. So codo derecho cruzando el cuerpo. Good. Alcanzando al muslo izquierdo. Good. Try this just a couple more times. Dos veces más. Good. And then from here, we'll take a little pause, bring the palms together, lift the back heel, and we're going to come down and up through two knees. 10, 9, 8. So remember, vamos a alinear las rodillas con los talones y la cadera. Good. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now pause, plant that back heel down. Dos brazos arriba, reach through the back heel to come and stretch over your front leg. 5 breaths. Good, and now I'm going to take my hands, cruzando el cuerpo, so I'm crossing my pierna. And then I'm going to let that foot come a little more center. Good, reach my hips in opposition to my arms. So my arms are stretching to the left, my hips are stretching to the right. From here, I'm going to bend my back knee and then take my front knee back as well. And you can place a blanket if you like in the center of your mat. And we'll do some things here. So press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, sweep, and take your two arms up. And then we're going to exhale, extend the arms, undulate the spine, and lift. Inhale, inspirando. Exhale, arms moving forward, muslos atrás, and then exhale, push through the feet, bringing yourself up. So we're going to come down, 2, 3, and exhale, arriba, 2, 3. Good, down, 2, 3. And exhale, arriba, 2, 3. Good, this time we're going to come down. And once again, just lightly pulsing the thighs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take your palms, place them in the floor. Reach the hips back and let the head come down. Again, a few breaths. Maybe even walk your fingertips a little further, los dedos un poco más lejos del cuerpo from your body. And then let's move your cadera, your hips forward. Good, and your head up. Good, so we're gonna reach back como bebé. This is like a baby learning to crawl, gateando. Right, and stretch and reach. Good. And then I'm going to walk my hands a little bit closer to my body and pull my elbows in and back. So we'll take 10. So make sure your head stays above your shoulders while you're doing this. 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Pause. Take your forearms to the mat. And now I'm going to take my right leg. So I'm going to keep the knee bent with this right angle between the calf and the thigh. And I'm going to lift and lift and lift and lift. Good. So now pause with my knee higher than my hip. And then with the heel, just kick the sky. Good. Again, keeping your ribs, your hips, your abdominals estable. Good. Exhale. Release, reach weight back,
So that's kind of to release your neck and shoulders, para relajar un poco los hombros y también el cuello.
And then I'm going to bring that weight right back up, and then the left knee. So start with just a bent knee, a right angle between the calf and the thigh. Good. Finding stability. So imagine your two hip bones are stable. Leg is lowering and lifting. And now from here, hold and take the heel up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that knee back down. Curl your 10 toes underneath you, and now lift your hips into a little prep for Mayurasana. Reach the right leg up. Good. Bend the knees and the heel a little further back towards your sits bone, and the kneecap a little higher. Exhale, release. Opposite side, the left leg stretches up. The knee bends. Kneecap pulls up. Good. And the heel pulls back towards the sits bone, so deep stretch in the hip. And then we can exhale. Release, take your two knees down. Push, lift. So now hands are going to come to your low back. We're going to take your sternum up. El esternón arriba. Good. Interlace the fingers. Bring the top of the head down and your arms overhead. Good. And then from there, pushing down through the feet, lifting yourself back up. Bring your forearms to the mat once again. And then this time, I'm taking my right leg out to the side, and I'm going to extend the shin bone and pull it back. We'll take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. So hip and inner thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, bring it in. Shake the hips side to side, and we'll try that on the other side. So you'll exhale, lift the hip out to the side and extend to 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. And again, hips sway side to side. We'll reach the right leg back, the left leg back. Take the hips up, knees pull down, and then hips to the mat, and exhale, lift. So you're going to just take your two hip bones, let them come towards the mat, lift them right back up. So engaging your abdominals. Down, exhale, lift, abajo, exhale, lift. Good, abajo, exhale, lift. Now pause, let the hips slowly lower all the way to the mat. Press your hands into the mat, lift your elbows, chin up, estirando la garganta, stretching your throat, chin over one shoulder, estirando el cuello. Good, through your center, other shoulder, estirando. Good, and now I'm going to let my head come down for a moment. And I've got my two hands stacked, one on top of the other. I'm going to push down with the hands and lift my sternum up. Good. Exhale, release. Head comes down, arms float to your sides. Place your hands on your low back for a moment. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, and then reach your fingertips just towards your hands. If all you're doing is coming up here and trying to tap, this is great work for your triceps. So just try tapping the hands and also your back muscles. And then if you can, grab onto your ankles, grab the ankles, and then we'll tuck your rodillas juntas, your knees together.
tailbone down. So right here, you should just feel a really powerful stretch in the front of the hips. And then I'm gonna lift my sternum and my thighs together. Good, and just pull that back. Good, and then from here, you can practice rolling to one side by just holding this leg. Good. Rolling back through your center and on to the other side. Good, so the leg kind of leads the way, gathers the pelvis back in your center, palms underneath your shoulders. We're gonna push, lift your chest, then lift the hips, then lift the tailbone all the way up into a down dog. I'm gonna slide my blanket to the side and exhale, raise my right leg up, bend the knee, place the foot behind my hand, back heel lowers to the mat, exhale, push, lift. So just a warrior one. Brazos arriba, arms up, tailbone down, chest open, pecho abierto. Good. And then I'm going to take opposite hand and reach it towards the outside of my front foot. So mano apuesto a mi pie adelante. And then I'm going to create a deep twist in my back. Good. Now you're going to take that top arm, bring it down, two hands out. And again, just continue to stretch here. Or if you like, lift the back leg. Good. Walk your front hand out a little bit further and then reach my right arm up. So you've got opposite arm and leg extending in the air. Good. So now you're just going to set that back foot down and take your top arm down. Step the foot back and then try this. Knees, hips lower in. Exhale, keep the sternum lifted and up. Then knees, then hips, all the way back up. Now, I'm going to take my left leg up in the air, bend in the knee. Exhale, take it just a hair higher. Place the foot behind my hand. Turn the back toes slightly out. Push through both feet. Empujamos con los pies. And then we're up once again. Warrior one. Keep a big lift in the back thigh. Opposite hand is going to reach to the outside of your front foot. Mano apuesta al pie adelante. Now you're going to reach, alcanzando por las costillas. Otro brazo arriba, other arm up. Good. Now we'll take that left arm down. Dos brazos adelante. Two arms forward. And then if it feels nice, take a weight in the front foot. So really just focus here. This heel presses down as the opposite heel lifts, lifts, lifts. And then the left arm that can come up. And you can rotate your ribs, alcanzar las rodillas en esta dirección. Inhale. And exhale, take that foot back down. So now you're just in an Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Let the pelvis come down towards the floor and take your elbows here into your shins. Good. So I'm going to set my sits bones down into the mat. Take my hands for a moment behind my thighs. Lift up and extend just my right leg. Good. Now let the right arm come up also. Good. So energy at the heel, Hand back to the leg. Extend for a moment, just your left leg. So finding some balance, some equilibrio. Good, opposite. So left arm as well. Good. 2 hands behind the 2 legs. Extend 2 legs. And take 2 arms. Soles of the feet pull together. Pull your esternum, your sternum, out forward. Sits bones, isquiones, atrás. Right? So you could try here. So I've got my hands for a moment in front of my pecho. And then I'm going to take my 2 hands behind my back. Good. Keep this should feel like a deep stretch in your hips. And from here, inhale, sit up. Open your feet wider than your mat. Take the arms forward, up overhead, and then elbows under the thighs. And then perhaps hands to the outsides of the thighs. Good, so you should feel some release in your neck here. And then we'll inhale, bring your arms up, so sitting tall once again. Hands to the outside edges of the feet, sitting up. And exhale, extend. Good, bending the knees, bringing the feet back in. All right, so now the feet can move to the floor, and you can try once again to bring the weight into the feet. Good, push down through the feet and up into standing. All right, so now we're gonna work a little, let me see what time it is. All right, so now we'll work a little bit of external rotation in the hips. So I'm at the back of my mat. I've got all this mat out in front of me. And inhale, take my arms up, tailbone down, navel in. And then exhale, move my arms back, my sternum forward. Good, hands to the shin bones for a moment. And then exhale, melt the head over. Good, still feeling the weight staying even in your feet and a lift in the thighs. Now I'm gonna walk my right hand out. Just one foot as I push my left hand into my left ankle. And then I'm gonna try to look up at my right armpit. Just get a big stretch as I'm really pushing back, empujando por la mano derecha. So you're pushing through the right hand. Good, let's switch. And I got the 2 hands there. I'm gonna put my right hand on my tobillo and then try to look up at my left armpit. Mi axila izquierda. Good. And then from here, I'm gonna walk my right hand out, my left hand out, and find myself in a plank. Good. And from there, push my hips up, 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 up. Raise the right leg, bend the right knee, let it open a hair. And then the right foot comes behind the right hand. Left back heel plants into the floor. I'm going to spiral my weight up into a warrior 2. Feel your clavícula abierta. So you're open through the chest, narrow through your escapula, and balanced through the hips. Good, so weight is in both feet. You can test it by lifting a heel, lifting the ball of the foot. Try that on the back. Oh. Inhale, And now take the hand of the bent leg in towards the thigh as you come over into Kanasana. So the hips want to move slightly forward, la cadera adelante, la cabeza atrás. And then hand here to the hip for a moment. Bend this knee. When you get the knee right over your heel, top arm over the ear. Uttita Hasta Parsva Kanasana. Good. So feel that connection from your top hand to the heel. And then this hand can come back. And you can bend your knees, take the weight of the body back, and then step the back foot in. And now you can take your right hand down and exhale, lift your back leg up. Ardha Chandrasana. Top arm up. Good. And then I'm just going to set my left hand down, take this left leg un poco más en el aire. Good. Engaged through the feet. We're going to come to standing. You can do that on one leg or two legs. And exhale, just turn it around. And we'll try that sequence on the other side. So rocking your weight. A la derecha, a la izquierda. Getting a little lightness through the feet once again. Good. And then we're going to take brazos arriba. And then your sternum forward. Good. And then from the sternum forward, bend in the knees for a moment. Hands to the shin bones. Lengthen your back and melt the head down. Good. Now we're going to walk your left hand up. Look up at that armpit. Good. So maybe even getting a little stretch in the rhomboid as you pull back with the right arm. Inhale, the right arm comes out, left hand back. Give up, a little stretch. And then we're going to inhale, walk your hands out, finding a plank. Finding a down dog. Then into plank. And then back through that down dog. And now the left leg is going to lift. The knee is going to bend. We'll open it. So feeling a stretch through the psoas. And then exhale, left hand behind your left foot and reach the right arm up. We'll spiral up in warrior 2, número 2, brazos afuera. And now from here, one heel up, set it down. Other, all of the foot up, set it down. Lift the heel and down, all of the foot and down. Good. Getting a deep bend. Top hand can slide over your bottom arm. Good. So length through your two legs, hips moving slightly forward. I just feel like I keep discovering tightness everywhere in my body right now. The grocery store. All right, so now I'm going to bend this, my front knee over my heel, and then take the top arm over my ear. So again, opening the chest and armpit. Top arm pulls down, bend the back knee, step it in, that foot, and then exhale, walk your bottom hand, that front hand out a foot, lift through the inner thigh, outer hip of the back leg, Ardha Chandrasana. Good, so put all of your energy in that bottom heel, extend out through the toes. And then just turning towards that leg, come up to standing on one foot. Exhale, rocking your weight side to side. Okay, so we're going to turn it around. and do our little inversions and then call it a class. So remember, all of these poses happen in stages, and I'll talk us through the stages so no one has to feel rushed or like they're doing something that feels unsafe. So I'm going to begin by bringing my elbows beneath my shoulders, interlacing my fingers. So again, think of this as stage 1. So everybody can try. Bueno. Etapa 1. And now curl your 10 toes underneath you, lift up. We've done this, right? And then you can practice lifting one leg, then lifting another leg. We've done this in class today. And then you can take the top of your head down, bend one knee, bend the other knee, and then consider lifting your knees just over your cadera, over your hips, and then extending your heels, your talones, over your isquiones, your sitting bones. 5 breaths. Send the heels up once again, firming the backs of the legs. And then we're going to bend the knees. I'm going to move my hips a little bit back. And then from there, extend my 2 legs. And then set my feet down and stretch back up into an Uttanasana. And from Uttanasana, looking forward, I'm going to pivot in my feet, turn it around, set my pelvis down. I'm going to let my pelvis come slightly in front of my blanket. I'm going to exhale, rock on my back just a little bit. Good. And then from here, feet to the floor, lower my torso slowly, slowly, slowly down to the mat. Shoulder blades on the back. So let the head lift, tuck the shoulder blades in, set it down. And from here, pull the belly in, lift my legs, stretch them overhead. And perhaps now take my toes down, thighs up. Perhaps walk my shoulder blades a little more together. Maybe my palms come and connect. Give this 5 breaths. Good. So now I'm going to press my elbows down, hands to my hips. Bend the 2 knees. Take my knees right over my hips. And then extend the 2 legs. 5 breaths here. Good. And then if it feels comfortable, feels safe, walk your hands down the rib cage and pull the thighs back. Good. Again, remember everything's a stage. So you can lower the legs back down, letting the hips travel back. And then exhale, lengthen the arms out. Slowly bajando el torso, las piernas, lowering your pelvis. And then extending your 2 legs out. Press your elbows in, lift, and come onto the top of the head. You could stay here with your elbows in or bring the arms out. You could even lift the legs. Bending the 2 knees. Exhale, releasing the hands. Coming right back down. And then from here, 2 arms up. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Push through the feet. Curl the tailbone underneath you. Perhaps lift onto the top of the head. Stretching all the way up. And we'll exhale, release, coming down. Let the pelvis return to the floor. Let the knees open for a moment, abriendo las rodillas. And then you'll just take right knee across the body, gaze to the left or gaze to the right. Good. Unhooking that leg back to that open shape. Left knee crosses the body, crosses the leg. Gaze la vista otra dirección, the opposite direction. Inhale, lift. Open the two legs and now slide the legs out into an X shape. Brazos afuera. Let's just take 10 breaths. Oh, con el cuerpo relajado. Homogeneous stretch, estirando por los dedos de la mano, dedos del pie. And then let's hug the knees in over your pecho. And then we'll girar un lado. So rotating to one side. Coming up. Con las palmas juntas, bringing the palms together. Bowing the head, bajando la cabeza, cerrando los ojos. Your practice is a gift. Tu práctica es un regalo. Muchas gracias. And enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.